Hi everyone. Sorry we're late. It's the Songwriters Lounge, and this time we have 3 people. Michael Rees, Brian Christian Adam.
What's going on, everyone? How are we doing tonight in YouTube land?
Yeah, I apologize for being a bit behind schedule. I was struggling with things, and it's mostly my inability to quickly bring things to, and I'm like, I don't like the way it sounds. I don't keep playing, and they're like, okay, can you keep playing? Okay.
I think you're doing awesome.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Possibly the hardest instrument in the world to mic. So
that's what
you're doing. Phenomenal.
I wasn't aware of that, so that I'm glad to know that I was having as much trouble as I was. That's the case, because I was like, this is really hard. This is not going well. So cool. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks very much to the Songwriters Lounge.
Heck yes.
We have guests. We have the studio audience. They're over drinking on the couch and
enjoying sandwiches. Don't forget.
And enjoying sandwiches. There was somebody actually using the microwave like a proper lounge. There should be someone using the microwave.
Waiter.
So I appreciate you guys being here. The concept here, this for those of you who are new, I started this originally started as the Stream to No One, which started upstairs in a room by myself, a sad little man with no place to play. Developed a live stream and just started playing songs to a camera and nobody listening, and it was literally a stream to no one. And when I started finding things to play and people to talk about, and a few people would tune in, and a few people would listen, and then I invited a few friends, and then I had the sort of light bulb moment was when I invited Aaron Kelly, and we started talking about songwriting. And it was an hour and 10 minutes of, which seemed like 5, and we just started talking about this. And
I love that guy.
Right,
Aaron Kelly's amazing.
He's
got really nice cows.
Wait, what?
He lives on a farm. Right.
That's awesome.
There's a cow.
He seems like a farmer.
Right.
They're really nice cows.
He does.
Serious.
I
thought you were making jokes about me for some reason.
No,
that'll be later.
No, I look like a cow kind of because of the pattern.
No,
I'm just Hawaiian.
If you showed me a cow that had that kind of a hide, we'd have something, I think.
Yeah, we'd be on something, I think.
Maybe. I was trying to explain to somebody, I did acid one time. Just once. My friends were all doing acid in the late 80s, early 90s, and it was the one drug that I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then it looked like so much fun that I decided,
I'm going to try it.
I'm going to do it once.
Did you hear that they recently created a non-psychedelic version of LSD?
Why would you do that?
For mental health.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a fun fact.
I like the confusion on your face. You're like, why would you try that? That sounds horrible.
Isn't that the point, the psychedelic?
Like, I took it so I could trip, not so I could hang out.
It's really cool.
Okay.
It's like mushrooms, but no mushrooms.
Mushrooms without, anyways. I did it once, and it was so much fun that I realized I could never do it again.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I experienced every single thing that everyone ever told me.
That's great.
And 18 hours later, I had to go to work.
Oof. That's a big oof.
Yeah, it was
That's why I don't like it. It takes too long.
Well, right, and if it goes wrong, you're
screwed.
You're
right.
You got 16 more hours or whatever of non-good.
I'm really good at getting myself out of that space, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
You kind of got to be around cool people and, like, make sure that you let them influence a good time.
Well, that was my big fear, and then my friend said, well, just go to a Grateful Dead show.
Oh, perfect place.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, so that's what I did. But the Grateful Dead show wasn't really that long. Like, even though we dropped when we got in the parking lot, we did all the things, it still had, like, the whole rest of the night.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I like DMT. The
businessman's trip.
Yep. You snap your fingers and you're in it, and 30 minutes later, you're
back to grooving.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know what that is, though.
It's a natural chemical in our brains as well. And when you pass away, your brain releases it.
Okay.
ego death.
I've been sober for 15 years, completely 100%. So I don't
That's
know
awesome.
any of these things.
Heck yeah.
I don't. Somebody was talking about something, and I was like, I'm really out of the game.
can
It's
also-
like there's all these boutique weeds and things, and you can buy it online. I don't know any of it. We used to
You're
just
saving good money
we
then.
used to just buy it for $25
You
from
can
some
also
dude.
activate it with holotropic breathing or other exercises or.
Yeah, it's
I
a
was in
natural
that band,
chemical.
It's a
Holotropic
chemical
breathing.
that's produced by our brains. So
Is it a
don't
real band
necessarily-
name?
I'm not
No, but we
advocating
could add it to
drugs
the list.
At all.
No.
I'm saying that it's beneficial for the people that find it beneficial.
Sure, there's benefit for anyone who can use it.
Yeah.
I just can't. I'm way too.
Feel that.
No. Anyways, so we met at Black Dog Vinyl,
Yes, definitely.
and you host a monthly showcase.
Yeah, every first Thursday I do a songwriter showcase.
And I think the first time I met you was the one that Blue,
That Blue
who's in our
played,
studio
yeah.
audience, was part of. And
That was awesome.
and since then, I've been up there a few times. And
Was that the one with Matt Bailey? Heck yeah, he did awesome.
Yeah.
The one-man band guy.
Is he the
great.
guy with the?
Yeah, and the saxophone and the...
I saw that
Everything.
guy a couple times, and he is
First time I saw him, I was like, I need your information. I got a show for you. Come out to Plainfield. We'll have a good time.
he's a trip. I saw him at what was the name of that place? The Studio last summer once. He
That's
was
awesome.
He was an interesting dude. I enjoyed his company too. And then you run an open. Sorry, I'm not used to that being there. You run an open mic in Lombard.
Yeah, when you
On
look up
Sundays.
in Lombard on Sundays.
In-
Most, if not every Sunday.
Right, and that's a good time, and that's where we met. That's a fun place. Now, everyone that I ever tell about going to play an open mic there says, "That bar's still there. I used to go there 40 years ago." So
Yeah.
that's a fun place. I went there once to talk to Lainey in the middle of the afternoon, and I met her grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
Have you spoken to her grandmother?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I know them very well.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
right.
I know the whole family very well.
She was very because I was new. She was nice,
Yeah.
but
she's
suspicious.
been a teacher at
Right.
a Catholic school for like
Very suspicious.
45 years.
Well, she did.
so
Well, there was just that element of. Okay, well, very nice.
she's
'Cause she was-
very business oriented.
Yes, that was right. Very. Okay, well, I don't really know you. So nice to meet you. So, if you had to pick one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I already know my answer.
What do-
Sushi. all
sushi.
day. Yeah. It's got all the food groups you need. You can cook it if you really want to cook sushi. Raw fish is really good. I like the other veggies.
He had his answer right away. Do you have an answer?
No, that's the same answer.
Yes.
That's
You
This
get,
is my
you get
best
everything.
friend's.
Plus, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's
aesthetically
gorgeous.
pleasing.
I don't like sushi.
And I'd really like to go get it from like Japan.
Would you?
Yeah, just to try it like the way they make it rather than the Americanized version.
My
Like
son
real
Max went to
wasabi.
Japan last year.
Oh yeah, real wasabi. None of that green
Horseradish.
Ugh.
All right. Well, do you guys got a song? You got a song you want to try?
You want to try that one that we did 7 years ago on Tuesday?
Yes.
All right, cool.
What is it called?
It is called Pinky Promise.
Pinky Promise.
Actually, sounds like I need to tune.
Well, while you do that, you can people can find information about my upcoming shows at melmusic.com. There is a calendar of events at melmuzic.com. Any place that you can find your stuff?
You can go to Brian Christian Adam on Facebook or the_Endeavorist on Instagram.
That's you?
That's me. Wow. I do photography.
He does everything.
Host charity events. Stage
Right.
manager at the Bunker.
Right on.
Also a live stream and other fun stuff.
Heck
Right.
yeah.
Right on. All right. So, what was it? Pinky Swear?
Pinky Promise. Pinky Swear sounds like a good name for
Pinky
a song
Swear.
too.
That's-
Maybe I could write a second
Right.
version.
Pinky Promise.
version I didn't want to play. And I knew that you would take me to a new place in my mind, somewhere I didn't want to be. I didn't want to see what life was like without you next to me. And I pinky promise, oh, I pinky promise that those scars and marks will fade, but the way you left me will stay. Pinky promise. Who I was that day will always stay in my brain. It drives me insane when I take a look at what I did, about the thoughts I didn't lift, about how I would always feel you in some way, knowing the days would pass without you beside me, and I'd be just fine and you'd move on likely. And I pinky promise, oh, I pinky promise, oh, and I pinky promise, oh, I pinky promise, the scars and marks will fade, but the words you said to me will stay. And I have no place, and who am I? Who do I think I am to wipe the smile off your face? 'Cause it was a love that I'll never find. It was a place I could never hide again. And I'll take that with me to every relationship in a pinky promise. Oh, a pinky promise that the scars and marks will fade, but the ones I gave myself will stay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was so good.
You're good, dude. You're freaking good, BCA.
That was great.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
And like I said earlier to you in our sidebar conversation that you guys weren't a part of, I was letting him know I do a lot of improv, and that's like my whole thing. It's kind of like therapy a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just. I'm really good at just letting out stuff that rhymes. So like,
Do we want to take a suggestion from the audience?
chat?
Yeah, you could tell us what key you want it in and what the topic will be for the song.
write it in the chat. I want to see blue suggestions.
Yeah, I'm looking at blue. We might have to.
And make sure it's a key you can play in, blue.
We might have to censor some of the stuff he says.
Don't put a key. Oh no, you already started.
Right.
In the key of B for blue.
In the key of me. That's beautiful.
Something to do with missing pants or something.
What was the one we got from Cluggy? It was T-Rex.
A T-Rex holding. He got real sad because he couldn't eat a lollipop, but then he finds a Pink Floyd record. And I made the song about me waking up and like realizing I'm a dinosaur, and then I'm getting real sad because I can't eat. And then I get a car and I'm driving and I can't make a left turn because I'm a dinosaur. My arms are too short.
Right on.
In the key of C.
It was bad and good at the same time. It was golden and very rotten. He just was trying to throw the curveballs at me, and
Sure.
I caught it.
No, but if that's what you do, like I saw you at Black Dog the one time, and I've heard you just improv stuff right off the top of your head. It's quite entertaining, and if that's something that you are used to doing, I don't see why. I think you can just hit the. I've seen you hit the curve. So I think you're prepared for it.
Heck yeah.
I don't think so.
I've practiced a lot.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think one of the features that we do, I almost said do, is album side of the week, and that started very organically.
Nice.
Which, when I started going to record stores, I started, actually last year, my friend gave me a record, and I didn't even have a record player yet. And
You're like, now I need one.
You got to get one of those.
well,
yeah.
I was like, well, you know, I don't know, is it that big a deal? And then, and then my wife had a whole bunch of records in the attic, and I ended up buying nothing too fancy, you know. And I started playing some records, and I really enjoyed the process of having to pay attention to every 15 minutes.
You gotta
Flip it, and then pick something new, which there's something to be said about putting something on and letting it pick stuff for you. But then also having to select things and pay attention to the music and go, oh, what do I want to hear? Oh, and flipping through the albums, and then going to a record store and finding things and going through the bins. It's something that I did. I am old enough where I did do that as a kid. My oldest brother worked at a record store, so I would go hang out at the store that he worked at when I was in middle school and flip through the bins and do that stuff. And so to go to these stores again and start doing that, I really enjoy it. And then when my wife, she still had a box that had records in it, and I've told this story a bunch of times. I was never into Zeppelin and stuff when I was a kid. Zeppelin to me was old. That was yesterday. They're never going to put out another record. Who's making new records? That's what I was like when I was in junior high and high school.
I feel you.
Which, as I got older, I learned to appreciate them, but I just didn't dig it. Well, she had 3 or 4 Zeppelin records in her collection. I put on Zeppelin 2 one day, and side 1, Zeppelin 2 is like
That's a good
side 1,
record.
Zeppelin 2.
Yeah.
And my brain went, oh, this is awesome.
As a musician,
right?
you're like, oh, snap.
I've heard all these songs a million times, and they're all great songs, but I never listened to it as an album side, and I just picked the needle up and put it back at the beginning a whole bunch of times in a row, this is an album side. And then the next time I did, it was the same day I was doing a stream. I'm like, okay, if you haven't listened, I know that people have listened to this as an album, but you should listen to this as an album. And there, of course, there were people like my brother going, duh, stupid.
I felt that.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
But so then I started doing album side of the week, and so this week, this one was this is Black Dog Vinyl
Heck
Cafe
yeah.
purchase, and you cannot go wrong with James Brown.
No,
Ever.
If you see a record that is a James Brown record, buy it. Doesn't matter if you don't know one of the songs on it, because you just can't go wrong. Side 1 or side 2, you can pick on this one. Side 1, bring it up, let yourself go. Money won't change you. I think that's pretty much a lesson that what he's saying is, you suck anyways.
I feel like it's more like if you end up making money after you've already become a decent person.
Maybe.
Then
It's a
it'll
positive
be okay,
spin.
But most people, when they get rich, they're just like, oh, this didn't do anything. I'm still awful.
And Ain't That a Groove?
Ooh.
Which-
the name of the album.
And so, Ain't That a Groove? So it's a great record, and it's fun. So that's the album side of the week this week. So
Really, BCA?
really.
I don't think I want to know.
Wait, what's that second one, Blue?
What do we
A
write?
song about a bullfrog
I
who
like the
had a
chicken
J
idea.
name?
I like the chicken idea.
What's the chicken idea?
It's a song about
Key of G.
blue hair and a pet chicken. That's perfect.
I like Mary's comment. Key of G, can't find your hat and the world is ending. That's pretty good, actually. That's content right there.
G. All right, what do you got?
Oh, am I doing it?
Yeah, let's do
Oh,
it.
no way.
Wait.
I'm actually going to do it.
Can you do this?
I don't know if I can.
Alright.
And then, we're going to transition into Mary's other suggestion.
Which is?
Key of D, kaleidoscopes.
Kaleidoscopes.
I'm just going to go right into it.
Hey, Blue, could you hand me my capo off of that other guitar? Thanks, buddy. Because I'm flat. Thank you.
cheating because I'm doing E minor. E minor, if you didn't know, is a relative to key of G. Second note is a D. I like how I already worked that in there. The sun is beating down. It's 111 degrees out right now. All I hear is the sound of what sounds like tornado sirens. But my Eddie Bauer hat couldn't find that. I was looking everywhere 'cause the sun was beating down. What's going on now? I see hellfire raining down. Is this what the dinosaurs saw when the comet crushed their bones? Something about kaleidoscopes, colors and the rainbow. I see light hit the wall. It happens to be a glare that came from the other side. I see my life flash before my eyes. While the fire rains down, DMT releases in my brain, and all I see are kaleidoscopes now. Wow, I didn't know this is how it was gonna go. Then the program stops. I get off the simulator and I open up my third eye and see that this was all a dream. But I didn't learn anything. I made so many mistakes. And I realized the whole time it was just a test of my moral compass. And I failed. All my friends are in a circle. I'm turning pale as I realize I failed. Kaleidoscopes coming through. All I see is the dew of a new day. As it fades away, the world is ending. That was weird.
Right. Fred the Screaming Goat.
I went in and
Fred
out of our
the screaming-
conversations about DMT,
Right on.
talking about simulations. I don't know. It was weird, but I liked it.
You got there.
I got there.
I think that was fun.
Thank you.
It was better than whatever I was going to play. But I still had to figure
It sounded cool though what you were doing. I liked the rhythm, how you were like almost going like in and out of what I was doing.
Trying.
It sounded awesome.
Trying to listen.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it.
I was hoping to, I was going to try to give you the signal to go to the C.
Ooh.
But I couldn't figure out how to do that. And you were in the zone, so I just let it go.
I like this stick. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 chords.
All right, so a big. Let's see. We did album side of the day. We could just that would have just been in place of the song that I usually do because I don't really have anything prepared today. What was the first concert you went to? Like, not like your parents took you to, like as a kid.
All by myself.
Like that you like prepared. Like I'm going to this concert.
That's a good question. Well, because I can remember my first concert I ever went to.
You can answer both if you
I'll
want,
do
if you
both.
like.
So the first one is when I was a little kid. I lived in Alabama, and we had this thing in my town called the Rattlesnake Rodeo. So
That
there was
sounds
a
like
bunch
fun.
Of rattlesnakes
You ride
everywhere.
rattlesnakes?
You could eat them.
Oh.
That was delicious. I don't know if you've ever had gator or rattlesnake, but
I have not.
If you like exotic meats, it's like fried chicken's best friend's brother. That's hot, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. It's better than chicken, and it tastes a lot like it. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I said.
It was perfect.
And then on top of that, when I got there, Blake Shelton was on the stage, and I was like, that's when I knew. I was like, I want to do that. That looks awesome.
Right on.
And so that was my first big concert ever, Blake Shelton. The first concert I went to on my own was my own concert. I like created a show.
Wow.
In your head, or
No, like live music. And then
That's the first time I got that answer.
yeah, no, I didn't have a lot of money back when I was a kid and like growing up and doing music, so I just made my own concerts. It was fun.
How about you? First show you ever like saved your like I'm going to this show.
First show was that my parents took me to was ZZ Top, and my first show that I wanted to go to was Dave Matthews Band at the United Center, 1999.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, those are both awesome bands to go
Where
see
did
live.
where did you see ZZ Top?
Oh, it's Rosemont Horizon, which I have no idea what it is now.
Yeah.
And they were the seats that were behind the stage, which was really weird because why would you put seats behind a stage? Fun fact, fast forward about 25 years, my uncle lives next to one of the ZZ Top guys. So I saw his wife cleaning their Ferrari and said hi. And there's just the guy with the beard. I'm like, I know who you are. You guys were great like 25 years ago.
You're not great anymore.
No, they're still great. Anyone that can play a guitar with fur on it. Come on.
That's a skill, really.
That's a skill.
I
all
just
by
want one of
itself.
those beards so bad.
Because, I mean, come on, if you have to take care of a guitar, that's a lot of work. But with fur on it, because you're constantly sweating and rubbing against it, like,
sounds
do they have somebody that, like, combs the fur on
There
their
must
guitar?
be.
They have to.
There has to be a furrier.
A what?
Fluffer.
Furrier?
Wait a
That
minute.
sounds like a different thing.
No.
Shut up, Blue.
Bad blue. Bad blue. We're talking about the fluff on a guitar.
Yes.
He's talking about a different fluffer, man.
No, no,
Something
no.
else
This is
entirely.
the perfect time to talk about
Songs.
his pages that he has.
It's pages.
So I'm not going to get into it. What'd you say, BCA?
What? All right. So, if do you have any shows coming up or anything that you need to promote?
July 3rd, we'll be at Black Dog again. We
Yeah.
got some good musicians and songwriters out there. Some of my best friends. We got good old The Secret
That's your
Lives.
Thursday, your regular Thursday,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. Yeah, that's the first Thursday at Black Dog.
Okay.
That'll be at 7 p.m. We're going to start out with Alex Hoffer.
Ooh.
Because who doesn't love Alex Hoffer?
Sure.
He's great. He's a good dude, too. I like his attitude. And then you got The Secret Lives, which is Rachel and Andrew, or Andy. I should call him Andy because he goes by that. I've known him for too long. That's the problem. But he's a cool guy. And then we got Haggy from Eve Casino playing as well.
Ooh.
So
Right
it's
on.
a good lineup. And I started out, I just do a couple weird songs and then move right along.
I don't think they're weird.
I like to be a little weird, just to like kind of lift the spirits a little bit, get people kind of out of their like. Sometimes when you go to a show, you're like, me, I don't want to be here.
Your unique brand of music.
Yeah, for sure. And then on in my showcase, I like to ask questions and kind of get to know the person a little bit, and like.
Is it like the Showcase Showdown? How much is this versus this? Is it no, it's not like
No, not really.
No.
I'm accustomed to. I went to my own at Black Dog, and then like 2 weeks later, another guy had done his own show, and when I went to it, he was doing that, and I was like, I'm stealing that. That's my thing now. I'm doing that.
No,
So
you do a great job with it. It's very entertaining, and you can learn about people, and a lot of the musicians that are playing there, they wouldn't just like say the things that you like. You come up with questions that a lot of people wouldn't ask, which is really cool.
he does help me sometimes with questions. So you should ask about this weird stuff, and I'm like, yes, you're right.
Well, I enjoyed the time that I played. I enjoyed you were very. I don't even remember what you asked, but it was enjoyable. Like and
I like
it's
to be inquisitive as well.
It's fun to keep when somebody keeps you on your toes, and you can just enjoy the process of being on the stage and just be yourself, and it was fun. I enjoyed the.
Honestly, I think it's something that's missing from our culture. Often, so many times I'm running an open mic and I pay attention to everything and everyone. And when I see people on their phones, like, just...
Not interacting.
Yeah, so I think we're all kind of used to that. So when somebody is, like Mr. Rees said, he's focused on what you're saying, and he kind of like... It's a genuine connection, and I think we need more of that.
I agree.
And I actually would prefer, like, I enjoy pictures and all that stuff, and that's great, but like, how about we all just get together and put the phones down? I mean, that's what comedy shows are doing now. They lock your bags up like, you can still have your bag with you, but it's locked up and you can't have it. And just it's such a better experience when everyone is actually paying attention, and it's only for a couple hours. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You can go back on your little book face, and I mean, I do it. I do it too.
Face.
I do it too.
Yeah, put your phone down, Blue. Jesus
I do it too, but
Christ, man.
I
Stop
think
texting the chat.
if we can create more entertaining avenues like that, I think we would all be happier and we would enjoy it more.
Connection, for sure.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think that the connection is what's missing, and which the next question is usually, in all seriousness, what is it that drives you to write music? What is the thing that brought you to the point where you started writing music? Can you put your finger on a thing that drove you to wanting to write songs and not just, some people just like playing covers and they have no desire to write music.
I think for me, it started at a really young age because I spent a lot of time in like a very tumultuous past. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I said that word right, but it was bad. And I like to do therapy songs, like I was saying earlier, kind of get it out. And it helped me out a lot when I first started writing, because it was a avenue to take my anger out on something that was constructive, and it really helped me to sort of get grounded in where I saw my life going. And for me, songwriting is a way to sort of shed that weight a little bit. You bring the songs with you, and they have a message inside of them. A lot of my stuff is trying to like teach people about different things, and I'm not gonna say what they are, but if you listen to the lyrics, even the choruses have parts that are the same and they mean something inside of them. And it's sort of like I'm trying to put a message out there without being too obvious about it.
Sure. Yeah.
What about you, BCA? What drives you to play or write music?
I honestly, through all the people that I've played with writing their original songs, you can really learn a lot about somebody beyond the superficial.
I like that.
And oftentimes what you hear in the song is really not what's going on. And even if you like listen to the lyrics, a lot of people, they'll hear something different. You've got a song
Oh yeah, we could do that next if you want.
Yeah, it's a good segue. I don't know how
Sure.
maybe I thought of that.
Hey.
But no, yeah. Sometimes people come up with interesting lyrics, and people misinterpret them, and it happens all the time, and it becomes something very special within each person. So, like, I'm extremely grateful to have played with just all the amazing musicians that I played with, and it's just really cool to like look inside people's lives beyond what most people see, beyond what people see on social media and in daily life. Maybe they're tired or not, but when you create something like music, it's something from usually a egoless kind of space, and it's that true self, and it's like an entity that's been birthed.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to be a part of those kinds of things.
I think that at a point when you're writing something from your true center, like your true point, like the connection with yourself. Like for me, oftentimes I'll start writing something and I'm not even sure. I think I'm writing about something. I think I'm writing about this, but later I'll look back and I'll be like, oh, I wasn't writing about that at all. I was actually writing about this other thing that it was, or it changes in the middle. Like I'm writing about this, but what ends up coming out is this other part, and it's because you're processing all this stuff that you don't even realize you're processing. It's the little beach ball is spinning in your brain whether you like it or not, and
that's how Pinky Promise was originally. It was a love song, and then now it's about treating your partner correctly and focusing on mental health and stuff like that.
That's awesome. The interesting thing that I find in, like I said, in that aha moment in talking to Aaron and then starting to invite people on and talking about this is the one thing that people seem to have is like that they enjoy the connection, whether it's a one-on-one or in hindsight with somebody listening to something they wrote, or the connection, the connecting with people through this piece of art. And
I love that.
I think that above anything, and it goes with what you were saying indirectly, but along the same lines, is what seems to be missing societally in recent years is people are craving a deeper connection. There's
Absolutely.
There's less connection, and that as we start to figure out what the hell is the matter, is that people miss connections, and I think that's what there's. I've said to people recently, I've been playing original music in the suburbs since the 80s.
Nice.
And nobody was listening for a really, really long time. If you weren't playing, my joke was either, brown-eyed girl or like insert cheesy cover here, like whatever it is of the moment. If you weren't playing that song, nobody was paying any attention. I mean, no, not at all. To the point where I gave up doing this. Like, even raising my kids and I was always making time or trying really hard somewhere in some capacity to make time to go out and Trojan horse my music out there somewhere by playing covers and then shoehorning some originals in there. But nobody would pay any attention. And recently, in the past few years, since COVID, it's different. It is different. It's not my imagination. And at first I thought, I don't know, I might be mad, but it is different. Like
It's very different.
There's something has changed where people want something different finally.
Yeah.
And I feel like they want something that's real.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you're playing something that's genuine and something that means something and something that's from your heart and you're not faking it, they're noticing. And I find that so, I don't know, exhilarating. It's really,
It's a beautiful thing for sure.
It's something that's really different. So on that note, do you guys know what you want to play?
Should I do Carpe Diem?
Want to do it now?
How many more we got left?
One more.
One more thing. It's Carpe Diem.
Do that one. Seize the
Yeah,
day,
told
my
you that was a
man.
good segue.
Heck yeah. I'm actually in the studio recording this right now.
Right on.
Good old Mike Delaney from the Selectones. If you don't know who Mike Delaney is, you're missing out. He's a great dude. All the mics.
Can we take a boat for a cruise? Hit the lakeshore this afternoon. Can we go for a ride? You're the only thing on my mind. Seize the day, spend the night. Carpe diem, let's set goals, watch us achieve 'em. Seize the day, spend the night. Oh, oh, Can we stay up late and watch the sunrise? I see the fireflies. I get lost in the moonlight in your eyes. You're the only thing on my mind. Seize the day, spend the night. Carpe diem, let's set goals, watch us achieve 'em. Seize the day, spend the night. Oh, is this just a season, or do you have some reasons to stick around for my lifetime? Is this just a season, or do you have reasons to stick around for a while? Seize the day, spend the night. Carpe diem, let's set goals, watch us achieve 'em. Seize the day, spend the night. Oh,
Right on.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. That song is about skateboarding. Being in love. I literally wrote it in Chicago as I was on the lakeshore with my skateboard. And I'm like, this is really good lyrics. I should put this in a song.
Well, I think you did a good job of it then, because I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
When you said that, what are you laughing at?
Who said you did a good job? Because I enjoyed it. And I think he just found it funny.
It's because the actual lyrics are I set goals and I achieve them, and for over a year I thought it was I set goals and shrimp Shiva. and
It's such a good lyric. Shrimp Shiva, is that the god of shrimps?
the god of shrimps. Yeah, I thought it was like a deity. I thought it was a shrimp deity that's kind of a
That would
part
be
of the
really
Hindu
cool.
pantheon
It'd be
that
really
you were
cool.
praying to.
I thought maybe that was a new Pontiac. I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Shrimp Shiva. That we got to make an AI art of that.
We did. I made several of them.
You should send them over.
Yeah, it's like the shrimp with a bunch of arms. The Shrimp Shiva.
That's beautiful.
The shrimp goddess of destruction and rebirth.
I mean,
Anyway.
oh, that's
See,
great.
what we hear and what is actually there are two very different things. So it's good that listen to the song over many different
Lifetimes.
Yeah, maybe you had a good burger or a bad beer or like a good day or a bad day. Like sometimes it's good to listen to in different mindsets, and you can pull a whole bunch of good stuff from it.
I can't think of an example, but you reminded me of for a bunch of my life, there's songs that I would sing the wrong lyrics to,
I do that all the time.
and then learned it as a cover, and then learned what the real words were, but then for the life of me could not
change
undo
it.
it in my
Yeah.
head, and knew that I was doing it wrong, but just couldn't, the muscle memory was just wrong, and I couldn't fix it. So
There's lyrics that I don't know that they're like, no, that's wrong, and I'm like, well, it's been like this
I
since
can't
I was a kid.
undo it,
I
right?
can't undo it.
I was trying to think of an example, because when you said that, I'm like, I do that all the
There's a
time.
comedian from Scotland.
I've seen that guy.
Yeah, he
Yes.
does huge arenas,
Well-
and his whole act is just him playing a song and kind of voicing over it. And
I
it's
had a,
absolutely hilarious the way he does it, but it's the whole thing. It's like an hour long.
I've
And
seen
there's
clips of it. It's
10,000
hilarious.
People. It's
That's
fucking
awesome.
hilarious.
I had a cover band idea, which was the whole night was just called Wait, those aren't the words. And so you do songs where sections of it, you just substitute a word here or there with the wrong word, and you could make drinking games out of it, or you could have theme nights where it's
That's awesome.
seventh grade humor where it's just all potty humor, or because you could substitute pee, poo, and fart in every single song. That's good.
Do the 4 chords song and just pee, poop, and fart every
Right.
time.
Because that rhymes in every song.
For sure.
Right.
It's fun, too.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
For me, I actually married a girl who also finds that funny, which is a rarity.
That's very good.
Right.
You're very lucky.
I know. Because when we were dating, in one of the my first date, I was telling a story that in my head I knew in the dating rules I wasn't supposed to be telling, but she was laughing and it was working, and she was
That's
laughing really
beautiful.
hard. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be telling this story about
We're
the dating
compatible.
rules, but it's working. She's laughing really hard. I don't know
awesome.
what's happening. This is wrong. We've been married 18 years, so I think it worked out.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Right.
I actually, another thing about the lyrics and the stuff that I do is I do want to not tell anyone my lyrics, and then you just come up with whatever you think it is.
That's fun.
And it's not only fun, but it's like a little NFT, non-fungible thought, and you have to always think about it, and that's what you're gonna think of when you think of the song. Maybe make you laugh a little bit.
I don't know what fungible means.
Non-fungible token is those AI art that they were selling online, and you bought it, and it's worth $1 million or something. It was like Bitcoin,
Huh.
but I made it into
It's supposed to be the only one, so it has you can look at the image, but then it also has something encoded in it where it's
the only
original. It's I don't know.
it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Internet stuff, man.
Internet stuff. All right, so let's see. We covered. You had your gigs. You have anything you need to promote?
Life, just be kind to one another.
kind.
Be nice.
You always do that at your open mic, and I appreciate
when
that.
you're driving down the street and somebody needs to go in, just
Let
them
'em.
in. Because
Cool.
what's that like? You're gonna be late.
2 seconds.
Well, yeah.
Hey, I was late.
I didn't say anything. I
was not late. I was not on time. That's all, okay?
The lyrics to his next song. No, but seriously, yeah, that's what I'm promoting. Kindness. And compassion.
I like it. This weekend, the 27th, I'm at Preservation with Tim
Heck yeah.
Swan.
Oh, you mean shows? Oh, no, just kidding.
That's
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
That's all right. The 28th, I'm at the Simmerton Tap in Simmerton. That's far.
Where's
It's far.
Simmerton?
It's very far.
What's
It's far.
like 2
But
hours?
you're just gonna go Just leave it at that.
Okay.
Don't ask.
I think I've been there before.
It's far.
Is that in the middle of nowhere?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think I've been
It's
there.
actually you go to the middle of nowhere and then
you take a
keep
left?
going.
Maybe it's the middle of everywhere.
Oh, the rural is everywhere, dude.
But then Sunday afternoon at 2:00, I'm at Crooked Arm for
Heck yeah.
a Sunday afternoon thing.
I like
Next
that
week
place.
is Mary, fabulous Mary Sheridan of the.
Hey.
She's our guest, and then in 2 weeks, Hannah Delilah. That brings us to Dumb Joke of the Day, which I can't reach.
Ooh, can I tell a dumb joke?
You can. I don't know if you can read my crappy handwriting.
No, I'm going to tell my own bad joke, and then I'm going to...
Okay.
All right.
I love this.
It's a double dumb joke of the day.
What do Alexander the Great and Winnie the Pooh have in common?
I don't know what do Alexander the
what
Great
is
and Winnie the Pooh have in common.
Same middle name.
Hey!
Hey.
That was pretty good, actually.
Now I get to read this?
If
you want to read
if you
this?
can
No,
read
that's
my
not-
handwriting.
Did I hear Blue sighing over there?
This is his joke. I don't want to take his joke
Dumb joke
from
of the
it.
day. Let's see. My wife is let's see here.
I don't have any
This
jokes.
comes from.
Are these actual, like, did they
Tess?
mail that to you?
Yeah, this comes from Tess Tickle.
Nice. That's a great name.
I think I met her the other day.
Tess.
Testicle, I get it now. That took me a while, dude. You know you're the slowest one in the room if you get it last. Was that it?
No, that wasn't the dumb
dang
joke of the
it.
day. But
That was a good joke, actually.
I sent my wife a text and asked her who this letter should be from, and she sent me a whole list of them.
That's
my
awesome.
wife.
That's your wife's
Yeah.
comment?
There's a whole list of them. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So, here's the dumb joke of the day from Tess. Tess writes, even if a bear is wearing socks and shoes, he still has bare feet.
I get it.
That was the other one I was going to say.
Is it?
Yes!
That would have been really funny if you told that and then I opened this, because that would have been like
That
a
would've
magic
been-
trick.
Next time.
All right. So, after that, then we usually do this.
Don't forget.
Okay.
The goat. What, Frankie the goat?
Fred.
Fred the goat. Thanks, Fred.
Fred was named by the writing team of there was a name for him. My friend Jean, who does all my social media, she has 3 daughters, and they are twins. They are 9 and then an 11-year-old. And for the first 3 months I did the dumb joke of the day, they provided me with all of the jokes, and they were the writing team.
So if I mail you,
Yes.
you'll get the...
Yes.
You can open the letter.
Well, you have to mail it to Aaron Kelly, and then Aaron Kelly comes here during the week and puts them in the mailbox for me, because he's a mailman.
Wait.
So
He's
he-
not a mailman. He's not a mailman. He just has a song about mail in the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah, and
He
owns
was
cows,
a mailman,
too.
but now he's not one anymore. That's
I
what
think
the
it's
song's about.
sort of like Marines. Once you're a mailman, you're always a
Oh.
mailman.
Yeah, that is a thing.
I got mail family.
It's like Jack the Acquaintance. He's very serious about being a mailman.
I love Jack the Acquaintance. He's awesome.
I would never say
I like
to
that
Aaron
haircut,
Kelly,
too.
you're not a mailman, because them's fighting words
Yeah,
to him.
they're mailmen.
I'm sorry. I'll never say that again in my entire life. I apologize.
Thank you, gentlemen, for being here.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it very
I'm
much.
also a mailman. Anyways, see you next
3
time.
dumb jokes of the day.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
so bye. That's we're on our way out. Thank you very much, man.